Hello Pisces, this is a timeless reading for you. I am using my own tarot cards. In the middle of your spread we have the card Ego, surrounded by stay, burden, vacillation and taking. And I feel like you currently might be in a situation where you don't know what to decide, whether to stay with a certain group of people, because that's what I'm getting here. For some of you, this could be a romantic relationship as well, or a friendship with a single person. But with the ego card, I don't know, I just felt it's not about your own ego. I feel like for those people whom this reading is meant for, this card is more about other people's egos and how they interact with each other. This could even be a squad that you're in or a family. Like, I just feel like there's a group of people around you of at least 3, 4, 5 people or even more. And for a long time, I feel like you have been struggling with finding your way out of this group, away from this group, or even making a decision if you totally want it. No, I just want to correct myself immediately. I feel like for the people for whom this will resonate, you already have this deep desire to leave this group. But there is some kind of fear that is holding you back, which is a huge burden. I feel like you might feel like you are tied to this situation in some way, like you depend on it. If it's a job, then okay, we know why. We often are afraid of finding a new one, or we don't trust a new situation and we're afraid, to lose everything, to not be able to pay our bills anymore, to become homeless in the worst case. All these fears regarding finances and job that we sometimes have. So in that case, it is easy, but if it's not about a job, then still we can have this feeling that our life could be threatened if we leave a group of friends, because we have bonded with them so deeply for several years probably, that it became some kind of safety network that you could rely on, because in the worst case, one of them could help you. And it becomes not really an altruistic friendship. Like, suddenly it becomes something that is of some kind of use, like animals when they form packs or flocks. It appears to be very social, but sometimes if we look at it very critically, very uncomfortably close, sometimes we realize that it's not really selfless, this whole social thing. And I feel like, this is one aspect of why you might fear to leave this situation, even though it is heavily burdening. In the unconscious position, we have the stay card. So I was speaking already of the tie. If we don't look at the picture, we only focus on the word stay here, then it's very simple to interpret this card. But if we look at the picture as well, it could be that you are not even aware at the moment, that's what I wanted to say, that there are still some deeply hidden hopes that maybe at one point you have hoped that this would be like this kind of eternal soulmate friendship or partnership with one or several people. And maybe you have exaggerated this hope at one point, and now it's really hard to break up with this fantasy that you have established so strongly and pushed into your subconscious somewhere. That's how it feels. You might soon become aware of this, if you aren't already. And it's interesting because at the bottom of the deck we have the Infinity card and the Future card together with the Stay card. That's what I was just saying, like, you know, it's not only the hope for some kind of lifetime friendship, lifetime perfect family relationship, or lifetime partnership that might, you know, be hidden somewhere inside of you, that you just don't want to let go of this idea. Or, you know, sometimes we're also ashamed or afraid of what others might think if we break up a friendship or partnership or family relationship. And then there's even infinity, because infinity, of course, is much, much longer than lifetime. Lifetime is short. Infinity is very long. And then we have future. I mean, how many more confirmations can we get here? So this feels very, very burdening. But at the same time, staying in this situation is also very burdening. Then we have old here and stagnation and winter. And I don't want to take winter literally as a month here, but winter as something that is frozen, like a stagnation, where there is not a lot of growth, at least in countries where it's cold. Plants are dying, some animals are dying or hiding or going into hibernation. Like there is not a lot of movement here. Everything's getting old. And you're stuck in this situation. Oh, and we have another confirmation. We have morality here as well. So as I already mentioned, there could be some shame attached to this issue. What will others think if I leave these people, if I leave this person? But yet we have yes here. Take it as it resonates. Maybe it will be a relief to leave the situation, but please don't fully rely on my words. I don't know you or your exact personal situation. You have to make your own choice. We have 0. That is on one hand a fear that you have that there will be 0 left. You will be on your own if you leave this safety network, this social construction that you have here. And at the same time, 0 is a huge relief. The fear of the chaos that might break out when you leave this situation. But yet, before we establish a new kind of order, sometimes we have to go through this kind of chaos. If you do your spring cleaning and you just open all your wardrobes, cupboards, everything that you have, you tear it all out, and then you start to sort out things. You look at every single object, over every single item that you have in your apartment or house. You have to open up everything, and then it looks like hell in your house. It looks really chaotic, but it's a process of establishing a new kind of order. And we have reality here. So this is something that is soon coming in for you, like taking off the colored glasses, seeing everything the way it is, and it will bring some blessing, white magic, awakeness. Yeah, reality. Just a clear point of view. And I also want to pull this one. Sorry, usually I don't pull that many cards from the bottom of the deck, but I just felt drawn to. Because the Soon card now here is the opposite of stagnation and what we had earlier, winter, future, stuck, just being in these future projections, being caught in this. That's very interesting, actually, I realized, because in this stagnation card I have drawn it this way, that you are stuck. I was using this metaphor earlier in your reading, that you might feel stuck in this cobweb surrounded by different spiders. But this might soon change, because this reality check, this realization is coming in for you, and it will probably force you to make some kind of decision. And I feel like it's less externally. When I say something will force you to make this decision, I don't feel like there's a tremendous shift on the external. I feel like there's just an emotion and a thought that will overcome you so strongly and give you this very strong desire to break free from something. And this desire will be much stronger than the fear of what might happen if you leave the situation. Okay, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you for watching.